I'm Theresa Menders, and I live in Princeton, New Jersey. And this is my husband.
I'm Daniel Farber Huang, and this is my intrepid and exciting wife, Theresa Menders.
And the title of your talk was?
The Power of Faces, Looking at the Global Refugee Crisis.
And you guys delivered your talk about 15 minutes ago, but I'm sure the emotions are still brimming. Tell us about your experience today. What was it like out there, guys?
I think, for me, the whole work that we did, just being in the refugee camps, was just so intense. And one of the main messages that we got from people is, can you just let people know what's going on here? The receipt of the photos was really a big thing for them. I think people were very, very happy. And so that whole intensity and emotion, and then to bring it up to the stage, it all came back for me as I was telling the story about Muhammad. Because we spent a lot of time with him there when we were there. He was with us every day. He was our translator. And just telling his story, and it really struck me. I don't know how I kept it together, but people are going through such struggles, and they're staying strong and brave in the face of that. And it's just so, I can't even compare it. I can't even put that into words. And I hope everyone's able to see that level of bravery in people, because they've lost everything. So be able to bring that here and tell a greater audience, I think is just wonderful. Great to have that opportunity.
Anything to add to that, David?
Our simple goal really is to try to raise awareness of the refugee situation, and I think that's one of the things that helps, I think, keep us energized and motivated, because actually being here at TEDx, one of the things that helps us is, this story is not about us. It's not us trying to say, oh, look how clever we are because we did something, or invented something. We're trying to raise awareness and tell the story about other people who really, really need help. And, that helps really keep you focused, with all of the lights, all of the noise, just everything that's swirling around. It's like, okay, keep focused on what the fundamental goal is here. And that really, I think helps us get the story out and try to get it out effectively and clearly to people, and being able to raise awareness and be able to, just spread that message to as many people as we can in a venue like TEDx is really fantastic.
Really is. The energy here is phenomenal. The speakers are phenomenal, and we really feed on each other, and we really support each other, and I felt that the last 2 days. We've only been here, we came yesterday, and it feels like a whole new family, a whole new group of friends and colleagues, and everyone's supporting each other, and that helps us even get more energized about doing our talk and telling our story. So, great experience.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned energy, because that's one thing I really like to talk about. So is that one of the biggest takeaways for the day? It's just like the ambiance and the vibe here, and just the whole aura that exists around the TED event. Maybe you guys can speak a little more to that energy.
I think one of the great things about not only the speakers, but just the people who came to the event is, people came because they want to be engaged. And, you can't ask for a better group of people to try to speak to about different ideas. The whole point of our conversation was, we want to try to get people to engage and actually see what they can do. And, I think that's what people, at some level, either a little or a whole lot in people's mindset, they're coming because they want to get engaged in something, a new idea or a thing that they can take some ownership in.
Right. I have to say, this is the right venue for this, because people are here with open minds. Some of the ideas that came out today are, pretty transforming, I think, and ways of looking at things, even things every day, things in your life, and they transform it into something else. So you come to these events, whether you're a speaker or you're in the audience, because you want to learn and you have an open mind and you want to better yourself. And this is the best place for us to be talking about something like this and being able to, get people to engage. And I hope this spurs some of the people to maybe, check out what they can do to help as well. That would be really great.
And you felt you achieved that level of engagement. I'm sure you could feel, people are following along, and your initiative is so positive. You're changing so many people's lives, or you're helping out these refugees. Can you feel that, your overall theme is being heard by this crowd?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I really felt that.
Yeah, just thinking about the question you just asked. You can go to some places, some conversations, and the attitude is, don't tell me what to think, don't tell me what I don't know. Whereas here, I think people are saying, tell me what I don't know. because I just want to hear new things. I want to.
Exactly.
The best way it was described yesterday was, I think somebody had said, I think you recalibrated the way that people look at the refugee crisis a bit, and that's terrific. It's not black and white. It's not labels. It's not easy. It's exceptionally complicated.
Right, and that when we were coming up with the title for this, we had going through a lot of different things, and what occurred to both of us is that, how do we get it out there that these statistics are just huge? What do they mean? And it's almost overwhelming. Then you just say, I can't do anything, so I'm not going to do anything. Well, the way you do that is you show people. Some of those people you see in those photos, they're just like you and I. Families, father, mother, daughters, or sons, young teenagers, young adults. They're all like us. I mean, it's just they come from another country, and unfortunately, they're in a not in a great situation. So we wanted people to be able to feel like they know them and look in their eyes. I wanted people to be able to look in their eyes, and that's why I think The Power of Faces is such a great title for this, because seeing somebody's face, looking into their eyes, it's very powerful. It really is. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was struck just being there and looking into their eyes, and I wanted other people to have that experience.
Mm-hmm. This is great, guys. So my final question, and I save my favorite one for the end. Now that you guys are illustrious TEDx speaker alums, do you have any advice, any words of wisdom to future TEDx speakers?
You know what? I don't think any idea is a stupid idea. I think every idea is worth pursuing and thinking about, and I think just being, if you're in that mindset, you're engaged, you want to share something, this is the place to do it. And don't, hesitate. Just don't hesitate. Just do it. I mean, you have to practice a lot, I have to say, because practicing over and over again is a little nerve-wracking. But barring that, just being out there, you're energized. I mean, I really think that this is the place for people. If you really want to get your ideas out there, you want to share your ideas, this is the place. So don't hesitate. Just check it out. Send your application in to, there's so many TEDx events around the country. Send your application in, see what happens, and start working on it. And you never know where it's going to take you. We're excited about where this is going to take us.
Yeah. My only piece of advice is, if there is something that you can speak to from the heart that is important enough to you to be able to speak from the heart, then it could be a topic worth talking about at TED.